Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? YouTube, what's up? This is Key Geo in the house. This is your host with the most. This is the host with the most. What's up, everybody? I want to welcome each and every one of you guys. Whenever you guys come on, King Geo is in the house. Today's talk is going to be brief because my wife is making some patere, so I gotta do something brief. All right, guys. So today's talk is about: do we need another stimulus? Do we need another stimulus, guys? Let's talk about that. Well, other people are talking about conspiracy theories and all this kind of crap. Let's talk about, do we need another stimulus? Remember, the first stimulus it's costing $3 trillion. But if we do another stimulus, they might even take that and in taxes. And when you file your taxes again next year, when you file your taxes next year, you have to end up paying something about it. There have been companies out there who've been doing the PPP loan. They didn't need the loan, and they're still taking out the loan, and they're not going to return their money back. So that's going to be shame. And then there are other people who don't need a stimulus, because if you're getting unemployment, you're making more unemployment than you're doing. Look at that. Former A's Astros Mets skipper Art Howe. Remember Art Howe? My guys. My internet on. Okay. Okay, guys, let me see this news. So former Mets and what's up, Axel? Give it all out. It's about time they gave away the extras to the people who earned it. That is true. I can say that, yeah. But then but we'll be in debt though. We're in trillions of dollars in debt. I'm trying to where's my Bleacher Report? Oh, come on, really? So I'm gonna go with this guy. This just came in now. It says here, ex-manager Art Howe in ICU with coronavirus. 1 minute ago. It says former Major League Baseball manager Art Howe has been placed under intensive care as he continues to battle the coronavirus. Howe, 73 years old, confirmed the news to KPRC in Houston, where he's currently receiving treatment. The one-time MLB infielder and Houston Astros manager said he began feeling ill on May 3rd and tested positive for the COVID-19 shortly after. But that was just a few days ago. So Art Howe has the coronavirus. So let's all wish him well, Let's all pray for him. Not just him, just everyone else who has the coronavirus, right? No one's immune to this. So Axelrod says, give it all out. It's about time they gave away all the extras to the people. Well, there are people right now that don't need it because they're getting unemployment, which whatever unemployment they're getting by the state, plus they're getting $600 on top of that. So if you're getting 200 and some, let's say 250 is your regular unemployment, right? Depending on which state you are. I'm just giving you a figure, and the 600 is automatic, and you get $600 on top of that, so you're getting $850 a week for the next. This goes up to what? This goes up to June. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's June. So we still got what, 3 weeks left in we got 3 weeks left in May, and whatever days is up to in June, the unemployment was extended to. So you got 816, 8, 6, 24. That's 3,200. That's $3,200. 8, 6, yeah. That's $3,200 a week, a month. I'm sorry, a month. My kind of I was going to go to my doctor's today. I didn't go. Yep. So that's $3,200. That's $3,200 a week. So they don't need a stimulus. You're getting $3,200. I mean, you're getting $3,200 a month. I know, no jobs, less jobs. I understand that, but you can only open up the economy. You can only okay. What are we going? How is the economy going to boom if things are closed? I'm doing good, man. Actually, my wife is making some pasteles. I'm about to eat soon pasteles. I did my whole entire yard because tomorrow, all this week to next week is going to be in the 80s. So I put the pool out. Get some pool, enjoy it. What you will call it? I'm doing good. So yeah, so we give out this money, but we got nothing to buy with. I mean, a lot of people probably bought cars, bought rims, bought radios, bought cell phones. You know, I paid my mortgage off for 6 months. You know, but that's something but there's nothing to buy. So when these people get their money, where do they spend it if malls are closed? But it's good to have that money if you're getting Section 8 and your Section 8 is being paid for and you're getting food stamp. I don't think you should be getting a stimulus package. If you're getting SSI and you got Section 8 and if you're SSI and you stay with like $2 in your SSI money to the rest of the month, then you deserve to get a stimulus. But they spread around. They did this whole thing wrong, mathematically for me at least. But you have to do it. They should have kept on what they should have done. If they was going to do it, they should have just done $1,200 a month for the next 3 or 4 months to see how this goes. You see, just to see how we go with the virus. Once that's up, boom, you stop. Or come July, we'll see where are we in the virus, and then we can go away and we can say let's turn around. We can do things differently. But it's true. Now we got 30 million people there. Yeah, they did more food stamps, and most of those states were approved for pandemic EBD. So if your child qualified for free lunch, for free food in your public schools, so and then they get, I think per child you get $250 more in food stamps. What else do they got? Like they got the PUA, which is $600 on top of the unemployment. You know, there's so many things you could do. There really is. But when you have the economy closed, what can you do with the money? You know, what can you do with the money? Did you get yours, Axel? Because I have a lot of people from SSI hearing that they still haven't gotten their stimulus from SSI. You know, we need to. I want, no one wants to be unemployed, and you want the economy to boost up, but you got to do it. You got to do it right. Look, today, one of the doctors here in North Carolina, he said we're not ready for phase 2 yet. We're not ready for phase 2. Remember that we're not ready for phase 2. This is what it was said. We are not ready for phase 2. See. So think about it. Okay, Rockingham Community College students will get $150 in relief money. Okay, that's good. That's good. Here it goes. This is Dr. O says North Carolina isn't prepared to take the next step towards reopening. It says Dr. Christopher O, an infectious disease expert at Wake Forest Baptist Health in Winston-Salem, said North Carolina is not ready to enter the second phase of reopening the state. Phase two of Governor Cooper could start as early as late next week. If we can get a handle on these clusters increasing testing, with its increases isolation and contact, maybe we can be ready for phase two by the end of the month. If it stays like it is now, there's going to be a lot of things on phase two list that we are not going to be able to do. So just today, from what I understand, just today, China is trying to do, because Wuhan there was another cluster in Wuhan from the coronavirus. One person in a building infected, I think 14 or 15 people. And Wuhan was already coming. They just came out of the quarantine. So now China is going to do the inevitable. They want to test 10 million people in 10 days. Not just with the virus. No. They want to do the PCR. That PCR confirms if you have coronavirus or not. That's the official test. So they want to test 10 million people, even those who are asymptomatic. So that means that everybody in that area, in that zone, will get tested. And they will fight. That's how you do it. And you find out who has it. So if that person has it, boom, you take them out of the picture. You have to stay here for a few days or a few weeks until this gets away from you. We cannot be, and those are called clusters. Like, clusters when they start small. So you're in a building and your next door neighbor has one, and then your neighbor downstairs get it, and then that's starting a cluster. So you have to stop that cluster before it becomes widespread. And that's what China is trying to do. We're talking about the stimulus check. And this round, Pelosi said that she wants to include more people in it, people that were not included before, which was 17-year-olds. They want to include more for the health. I believe that's true. They want to bail out the U.S. Postal Service, which I think they should bail out the Postal Service. I don't know why Donald Trump hasn't even done anything for the Postal Service, but yet they bail out. Yeah, Donald Trump wants to bail out. Donald Trump wants to bail out the airline industry. You know how many people will lose their jobs if the U.S. Postal Service was to go up, belly up? That's not right. But yeah, his rich friends in the airline industry, they'd be able to keep their airlines open, right? They keep the airlines afloat. Well, they get the mail, because if the airlines close, I mean, if the United States Postal Service closed, who do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to jump in to get them? Bezos probably would. He own all those fleets that UPS don't have fleets. They put their luggage on planes, other companies' planes, but then they have all that route. They probably even charge you more. So we need for it to be. We need the Postal Service needs to be bailed out. The rain, sleet, or snow. Look at this one. Now look at this. At least 52 people caught COVID-19 from a single super spreader at choir practice. A single person in the U.S. infected 52 other people with COVID-19, 2 of whom later died after meeting for a church choir practice, according to a new report by the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Once again, we keep telling people, don't be doing these gatherings. We keep telling the churches, don't do the gatherings. We can praise God like we're doing now from the internet. We can do that. We cannot put people's lives at stake. And this is what they're doing. One person infected 52. One. So that means a jump here, boom, 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 boom. So and then 2 of them died. All right, so that's not even 10%. But still, 52 people caught the virus. And like I said, it acts different in everybody's body. Everybody's body's not the same. So that one cluster, that little one person infected 52. That's a lot. Can you imagine what would happen if you're in a stadium, a football, is 60,000 plus fans, 70,000 plus fans, and you get one person who's infected? Ugh, boom, 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 boom. Now you got a shitload of people who are infected. You go to a baseball field, the same thing. You know, but that shocked me. That it clustered that it took 52 people. Okay, this is interesting. A newly study published on the preprint server Medrix in May 2020 shows that the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 that causes COVID-19 disease can remain viral for a maximum of 1 week on smooth environmental surfaces for several hours in human feces. So that means for 1 week on a smooth environmental surface for several hours in human feces and for a maximum 4 days in human urine. So that means it can be controlled with 1 week on smooth environment surfaces for several hours. Okay. So it can stay on this table if it's smooth for 1 week on your feces for 3 days on a surface for several hours in human feces, and a maximum of 4 days in human urine. So that means that you gotta be careful if you walk down the street, someone take a pee, you have a cut in your feet, whoop, you can get it. Wow, that's amazing. The primary transmission to the right is droplet transmission from the respiratory tract, but the virus may also be spread via contact with infected surfaces and objects. So that's why it's important that you wash your hands. And it's important that you wear a mask because you could sneeze here. And if I'm walking down this way and I catch here and I don't have the mask on and I breathe, I get it. But if you have the mask on, you're going 50-50, whichever mask you got on. But you can prevent it. It can prevent it, or you can just stay in your mask and you can keep on going. Depends on the mask that you got. But it reduces. It was a survey done the other day that having the mask reduces the chances of you getting the COVID-19 by 80%. By 80%. So it's basically. So that's what that is. So the stimulus package again, they're talking about it. Donald Trump says that he's not going to do another stimulus package because these people are asking for too much. And here I go and I say, what is too much? You know, how are we gonna? Let's just say let's just say we open even if we open everything up, a lot of people are not going to go. The people are just afraid. Isn't Norway? Let me see something. Norway. Let me see some. Who's doing? I'm reading something here as I'm talking to you guys about herd immunity. And I'll explain to you in a minute. Okay. So there is a country who's doing herd immunity, right? And what herd immunity is, her I don't know if it's Sweden or Norway. Sweden's coronavirus strategy will soon be the world's. Let's see what it says. This was from 2 days ago, May 12th. So I want you to get informed of what's going on in the world, not just here. Okay. So okay. It says Sweden's coronavirus strategy will be with the world. Herd immunity is the only realistic option. The question is how to get there safely. Okay. China placed 50 million people under quarantine in Hubei province in January. Since then, many liberal democracies have taken aggressive authoritarian measures of their own to fight the novel coronavirus. By mid-March, almost all the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development countries had implemented some combination of school, university, workplace, and public transportation closure, restriction on public events, and limits on domestic and international travel. One country, however, stands out as an exception in the West. Rather than declare a lockdown or state of emergency, Sweden asks its citizens to practice social distancing on mostly voluntary basis. Swedish authority imposed some restrictions designed to flatten the curve. No public gatherings more than 50 people, no bar service, distance learning in high school and university, and so on. But there is eschewed harsh controls, fines, and policing. Swedes have changed their behavior, but as profoundly as the citizens of the Western democracy, many restaurants remain open, although they are lightly trafficked. Young children are still in school, and in contrast to neighboring Norway and some Asian countries, Sweden has not introduced location tracing technologies or apps, thus avoiding threats to privacy and personal anonymity. Swedish authorities have not officially declared a goal of reaching herd immunity, which most scientists believe is achieved when more than 60% of the population has had the virus. But augmentating immunity is no doubt part of the government's broader strategy, or at least a likely consequence of keeping school, restaurants, and most business open. Anders Tegnell, the chief epidemiologist at Sweden's public health agency, has projected that the city of Stockholm could reach herd immunity as early as this month. Based, based on updated behavior assumptions, social distancing are more changing how Sweden behave as Stockholm. Okay, stay informed. So this is what they're doing. So they won't give you a vaccine. They won't do anything. But not even a vaccine. They won't treat you. They just want you to 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 sweat it out, so to speak, right? You sweat it out. So in other words, 12 of us go to the hospital. I mean, 12 of us at home. We got the coronavirus. They don't want none of us to go to the hospital. They just want us. They want our bodies to react to it, to take care of it, and they want your body to build immunity. So if 60% of the country builds immunity over 40%, that means that this is what it means. It means that these 60% already got the virus. That means that it's likely highly impossible, because this is what they're going by what the virus does. Most viruses, when you get immunity, like hepatitis and stuff like that, or the flu, when you get immunity to it, it's kind of hard for you to get it again. So what they're banking on is that let me see Sweden's. All right, um, Sweden. All right, so Sweden has a population of 10.23 million as of 2019. So 60% of that would mean that 6 million people would have the coronavirus. 6 million people would have the coronavirus, right? And 6.1 million would have the coronavirus, and 4.1 people won't have the coronavirus. So that means that these people already infected, then they cannot infect the rest. That's where they're going at with herd immunity. That the 60% cannot harm this 40%. So you can mingle and co-mingle and go back to normal That's the way it was before, because you got 60% of the population is infected. I mean, had COVID. All right, so Sweden, at the moment of speak, we have Sweden has 28,582 cases confirmed. You got 4,971 people who have recovered, and you have 3,529 people who died. So, so you had 3,529 people die on this herd immunity, right? Let's okay, let's see this. Now, let's do this mathematically. Sweden has a population of 10.3 million people, right? Pop. And they got 25,582 people confirmed, 4,971 recovered. And when they recover, the deaths are basically the same. That's not good. And they got 3,529 deaths. Okay, we're going to do that now. We're going to compare that, guys, with. Okay, I'm going to compare that now with. I'm going to compare that with. I'm going to compare that with you with North Korea. I mean, South Korea. I'm sorry. South Korea's population is. Okay, South Korea's population is 51,064,000. Okay, so South Korea COVID cases. All right, so South Korea with 50 million people, they have 10,999 people confirmed, 9,762 people recovered, and 260 people dead. And this is in South Korea took this very serious, and everyone wore masks, and everything was shut down also. So think about it this way. We're not talking about population-wise. Let's talk about confirmation-wise. Sweden has 25,000 confirmed. Korea has 10,000. Sweden has 4,971 people recovered. South Korea has 9,762 recovered. South Korea has 260 deaths, and then Sweden has 3,529 deaths. So one is using herd immunity, the other one is not using herd immunity. So what does that tell you, people? Now let's go to another country that's doing good in the coronavirus, which is Vietnam. Vietnam population 2018. Let's see, because that all plays to play. Vietnam has 95. There's a lot of people in Vietnam on that island. 95.54 million people. Now let's go into the Vietnam COVID cases. Vietnam COVID deaths. Okay, guys. So we're gonna do this. Thank you, guys. Hit the share button, hit the like button. All right. So Vietnam for look at this. I don't know if they're doing their cases, but Vietnam, for a country that has 51.6 million people, 288 confirmed cases, 252 recovered, and 0 deaths. 0. And you know Vietnam is next to Thailand, next to Malaysia. See? You got Vietnam, you got Cambodia, you got Thailand, you got Hong Kong. So it's not that far from Hong Kong over there, maybe a few hours. But they got zero. How is that? Makes you wonder, right? Makes you wonder, guys. So that's just a little tidbit so you guys can know. And guys, don't forget I am doing the graduation giveaway. Oh, no yo voy a sacar aquí para comer contigo. Oh. Yo me saco de aquí. Gracias. Well, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because look, I'm eating right now. Look, Axel. Pasteles, bro, pasteles. I can't eat that. That's it, yo. So I'm gonna eat some pastel, bro. Let me taste it first. And then my wife used me these yet today. Delicious. Tan rico, ma. Tan rico. Well, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Remember, the graduation giveaway is for. I'm giving away $125. I put up $100, but Manifest put up $25. So far, right here, we're up to $125. That's going to be the sweepstakes is going to be for June 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please subscribe. I want new subscribers, and when you do subscribe, please put down your daughter or your son's name. So when I come on, I can say, okay, the winner is, and we know it's your child. The way I'm going to do this, if I get up to $200, then I'm going to do two graduates. For every $100, I'm going to do a different graduate. But if it stays at 125, I'm going to do one graduate. Okay, because I want to be fair to everybody. So guys, subscribe. You're already in Axel. All you guys, those the people who have been in my thing have been, but I don't want to give away someone to someone that hasn't been subscribed to my channel like for 6 months. So if I don't get no new subscribers, then what I'm going to do, you guys who are there, I can ask you if your daughter's graduating. Let me know. Whoever, all of my subscribers that have been following me. If your child is 18 years old or 17 or 16 is graduating from high school, please let me know. Please put a comment. Just put your child's name so I can write it down. And if I get no new subscribers, fine, okay. So at least that money I will do the sweepstakes between those people that put their names down for the kids. So yeah, so also ask Axel, yeah, your daughter's graduating, your son's graduating. Jimbo, if your daughter, your son's graduating, do the same thing. Inky Pagana, same thing. Manifest, same thing. Everyone. I want everyone to join in. So all of you guys, I'm letting you guys know. So all of you guys who are in this, who have been following me since the beginning of time, and I want to thank each and every one of you, and all you guys who have been with me after the fiasco of Omi. Please leave your child's name so I can write it down. And come June 1st at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you will be the lucky winner. And you tell me how you want the $100 or $120. Well, now it's $125. But if it doesn't go to more, so you just let me know. I'm going to put my Cash App. I already fixed everything with AdSense. So for me to change it to go straight to PayPal, I will have to reach my threshold of $100. I'm only at 63. So if you guys want to contribute to the Key Geo channel, please do so. You can leave it right here as super chat. You can leave anything from $1 to whatever you want to give. I would greatly appreciate it. And this way I can reach that threshold of $100, and I can change the PayPal. You can send to blue, and we can do, because I always pay forward. I always get forward. I never keep anything to myself. And this is good pasteles, bro. Look at this. You can still see the heat. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Sorry. I like my pastel with milk. Well, guys, please do that so we can get this. We're gonna get the sweepstake going on. So kids, graduates. Let's give our graduates something to be cheerful for 2020. So think about what I said about the virus, about the contagion, about herd immunity, about not wearing masks and wearing masks. All right, guys. Well, anyway, God bless you guys. Peace out. Assalamu alaikum. Salam. Oh, I forgot. Today's Princess Kami's birthday. Wow. I totally forgot. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to do it. Even though it's 36 minutes, I'm going to do another video for her. I told her I was going to sing happy birthday. I totally forgot. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Princess Kami. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday, Princess Kami. And to all you guys whose birthdays today, happy birthday, man. Any day above ground is a great day.